60 feet from being on top of Mount Everest. I'm about 19.2 miles into a run. How about days off? One day, but not today. It takes a lot of hard work to improve that about yourself. For me, I wasn't smart, wasn't the best athlete, so and I've seen a lot of great men, strong men quit. And I'd ask them, how'd they train? And they say, I swam, I ran, did all these things. And the one thing they never talk about is the mental aspect of it. So you put a person who's physically trained in a mentally tough situation and things happen real bad. What that means is, you put a guy in cold water and he's physically trained and he's not mentally trained about all of his insecurities in life and everything else he hasn't dealt with. He's gonna make up a lot of excuses on why he needs to quit something. And he's gonna wonder why, what happened? I trained so hard. I physically trained so hard. But that mental aspect of everything is the most important thing. So don't set your goals and everything without making sure you set your mind right and handle your insecurities. All right, everybody, you see me smiling, why? Because it kind of sucks out here in New York City. They're expecting some big blizzard to come in, so I was kind of praying to the snow gods for worse weather to come in, because why? In worse weather, we get better. I'm kind of happy, but I was hoping it'd be a lot worse. I'm gonna do a nice little run today, and no, I'm not thinking it's warm and 70. I like to live in reality. It sucks. It's about 7 inches of snow, and I'm extremely ecstatic right now. Pain is just a feeling. You see it's happiness? Why? Because it sucks. That's why I'm so happy right now. Merry Christmas. This morning I woke up with a slack-jawed, poopy pants mentality. I've been traveling an awful lot, kind of wore down a little bit. I believe in taking days off. I think days off are real important for recovery and all that stuff. But I don't believe in taking days off because your mentality is just feeling sorry for yourself. I deserve this, or I've earned that mentality. And that's what I was saying to myself. Today's self-talk was horrible. So we all have one voice, and that one voice is very powerful. That says, hey, you've earned this, you deserve this, take time off, all that stuff. Start developing the other voice that fights that voice. When it's not a designated day off, I don't care if it's running, swimming, biking, studying. If it's not a day off, don't take a day off. And start developing that voice that fights the weaker voice. So remember that. We all have one voice, work on the other voice also. 60 feet from being on top of Mount Everest in my mind. This was a big cookie from the cookie jar today. I wanted to quit so many times, but you gotta think about the things you have in victory. So right now, if I were to quit, I would never know that in 30 feet, I could have done 29,035 feet. So I'm about 15 miles from home, and I often talk about taking souls. This morning, this person, I usually train alone. This person wanted to run with me. And I said, fine, we'll run 15. This morning comes, this storm's coming in this way, and the person calls and said, hey, why don't we do it tomorrow? Taking souls, and I told the motherfucker, I'm gonna run 15 today, and I'll run with you again tomorrow. That's what taking souls is about. Don't worry about the elements and what's going on. You gotta get out there and get it. Around 16 years ago today, I was graduating Navy SEAL training. I was pulling off I thought was impossible. I went to a recruiter's office, weighing 300 pounds, low self-esteem, trying to figure out how am I gonna find self-esteem in myself. I said if I graduate SEAL training, I may start the process of doing that. Went there, had to lose 100 pounds really fast. So my idea was to go out and run 4 miles the next day as fast as I can to start losing weight. I got to a quarter of a mile and walked home. I realized that all those insecurities, when things got hard for me, those insecurities came back. I had to do a live autopsy on myself to figure out what was causing these insecurities to constantly come back, constantly roost in my head, constantly dominate my every thought. Every time something got bad, every time something got hard, these things would always come back and haunt me. I had to figure it out and overcome it. I lose 100 pounds. We don't have any control of it. We just give all control to life. My life, I won't be satisfied until everything I have in me is completely out of me. Well, it's that time of year again, Thanksgiving and Christmas, where we all start going to parties, start taking time off, eat more food, work out less, study less, and just have a good time. That's all fine, but we still have a responsibility to ourselves to hold ourselves accountable and not feel sorry for ourselves. They worked so hard during the year. Take these time, you have more days off of work, to spend time with your family. Find some time to get after it. Find some time to get in the gym, study more, improve yourself. Forget New Year's resolutions. Start today. I get a bunch of questions every day about how did I lose 100 pounds. Stop procrastinating. Stop wishing. And you gotta outwork your calories. If your calories are outworking you, you're always gonna be the person you don't wanna be. Get after it. Well, I'm a big believer in doing something that sucks every single day of your life. I believe it's a key component into strengthening your mind. Every day you're trying to find more of what you're capable of. And that's the big question. Don't get it twisted. It's not about flipping tires. I'm in Las Vegas right now and it's hot as shit. It's not about any of that. But what it is about is a lot of us give total control to life. We don't have any control of it. We just give all control to life. I do this shit every morning to prepare my mind for what life's gonna throw at me. A healthy body gives you a healthy mind. That's what it's about. So if you go into battle, you wanna go into battle with the right mindset, the right gear. In combat, you wear body armor. But what we do wrong is we don't strengthen our minds. You gotta strengthen your mind, take control of that. So then when you get out in the real world and they fuck you up, you got protection.